Hey guys, welcome to this week's Dancing with the Stars chat.
It is Disney night.
This is one of my favorite themes for every season now.
Let me just say, I was living.
Magical. Oh my god.
So they started
I
out.
was in all my glory.
Yeah, with Be Our Guest. Val was playing his violin. I'm sure he was violin syncing.
Everyone had these beautiful costumes with lights. The dancing was incredible.
Mickey and Minnie.
It was just...
With blinking eyes. Mm-hmm. That's big. That's
Goofy
big.
was there. Pluto was there.
Lots
Daffy
of
Duck
animated,
was there.
animated dancers were there from the animated movies.
It was everything I wanted and more.
Well, the more was Zendaya.
Yes, Zendaya was the guest judge. She was a great guest judge.
She was a great guest judge. She had a lot of nice critiques for everybody, and she had a lot of insight because she was actually on the show.
And I felt like her critiques were coming from a place of love. You know what I mean?
They were. And
yes.
I like that.
All right, so let's just jump right in because there's so much deliciousness to talk about.
Too much.
All right, well, first up, Antonio and Sharna. Their movie was Aladdin, and they were doing a jazz dance to Friend Like Me.
Sharna was Jasmine, and Antonio was one of the genies.
Yeah, you mean
I guess he was the genie. So they did Friend Like Me. You said jazz, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this was cool because he was dancing with 4 pro dancers.
He was pretty good. I mean...
I thought this was by far his best so far.
Yeah. He definitely is improving week to week. He's still not, like, amazing, like Wanye. But it was great. But I don't know what the judges were thinking. Let me just preface this by saying there was one person's score that was, like, ridiculous this week.
Okay.
And it was his.
I think there were 2 that were ridiculous.
Well, yeah, in the other direction.
Right.
But
I wouldn't say
35?
It was ridiculous. I think it was definitely...
out of line with everyone else.
Inflated. And it was just weird because it was the first one in a night, so it kind of like set that bar.
Right.
And I felt like things weren't always matching up. But, I mean, I think he did a great job. I just thought that was a little high.
Yeah, compared to everybody else's. All right, so Marla and Tony were up next, and they did, their movie was The Little Mermaid. They did a waltz, Part of Your World.
With this broken paintbrush.
She did a lovely job.
She did.
You know, she's such a beautiful person on the inside and on the outside. It really shows through, shines through. And I was really surprised that she only got a 28 in comparison to Antonio.
I feel like waltz would be like her perfect dance because her elegance and just like her whole, she's very waltzy, you know what I mean?
And how amazing was Tony?
Oh, Tony. Prince Eric.
Prince Eric.
Yeah, so I thought they were a little bit low.
I was disappointed.
A little bit low.
All right, Niall and PETA, their movie was Tarzan, and he was Tarzan, and I guess PETA was a female Tarzan. She wasn't Jane.
They did a samba, and their song was Trash in the Camp.
This was a lot of fun.
It was so much fun.
It was a lot of fun.
And there was a lot of samba content in there, too.
He was definitely snatching wigs and getting gigs with this one. There was
For real, though,
that
Tarzan
wig. Yeah. And again, a 34. I thought this was low in comparison to Antonio.
Yeah, he did get 2 9s, though.
That's nice.
Good stuff.
All right, Doug and Karina. It was the whole Mary Poppins thing. He had a dance with a cane, which he broke.
Whoa, those practices look intense.
Yeah.
If he was my student, I'd be like, you're gonna take a break right now, because that shit's too much.
They had a jazz, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry, I just have to say, I love when Karina was like, we only have these canes!
We only have 2 of these, you know. That was a pretty heavy-duty cane to snap in half like that.
Yeah, he really Hulk smashed it.
He's definitely been improving week to week.
Yeah, and he's working really hard, and I really appreciate that.
But it kind of fell apart for me. It was a little frantic at the end.
It lacked fluidity for me, this performance. But I think he really is improving.
Yeah. So
all the football guys, they're stepping it up.
They got a 24. And the news that he was safe.
What?
I know, right?
So the whole rest of the episode, we're just like,
who's going?
I'm not saying we wanted him to go. I'm just saying, like, there was a good chance that it would be him, we thought.
Well, yeah. So I was like,
yeah, crazy.
Kim and Sharna. Kim and Sasha. I don't have my glasses on, sorry.
It's okay.
So, Jungle Book was their movie. They had a Quick Step.
I wanna be like you.
What a great song, and that movie's coming out on Friday.
We're going to see it!
We're definitely going.
Yeah.
So much fun.
What'd you think?
She was really, really much better than I ever thought she would ever be.
I don't know why, but for some reason I always think that she's not gonna be that great. And she
really
surprises me every time.
She was really great.
Yeah, I thought she had a great frame.
Yeah. She had great musicality.
Yeah.
She was keeping up with Sasha.
She had personality in there. You know when you can add personality to a dance, you're feeling comfortable with it.
Yes.
Because if you're not, you're like,
exactly.
the whole time.
She looked like she was confident and having a great time.
Yeah.
So that really came through. And I was shocked that they only gave her 32.
I feel like Kim could have gotten some 9s.
She could have, if not all 9s.
Crazy.
Now, Jodie and Keo, they had the lovely movie Zootopia, which is on everyone's lips right now.
It's so good.
They got to dance with Shakira's Gazelle.
Yes, Giselle
Giselle the Gazelle. And they had a cha-cha. Mm-hmm. This was a little bit difficult because they had to dance with an animated character live.
Yeah. Their character was in there for a while. A lot of them, it's just like, oh, whatever. They're there for the beginning, they fly across the screen, and then they're out. But this one, it was a little more
intense,
tricky. Yeah.
So I thought Keo had great choreography.
There was so much content in there, and it was like not all easy stuff. There was some hard stuff in there.
She had a few memory slips, it looked like, a few trouble spots.
She was saying that she couldn't hear the music over the crowd, which could,
definitely possible.
Yeah, and I believe it.
I was shocked at her scores. They gave her a 27 total. Freaking Len gave her a 6. And
Are you serious?
Stupid. What?
That was ridiculous to me. That choreography was difficult, and like, yes, she messed up a few times.
She had some very good parts in that dance, too, that she did not mess up.
Yeah, I thought that was really harsh.
It was extremely harsh. Mm-hmm. Especially in comparison with Antonio.
Right.
All right, Vaughn and Whitney. How beautiful did Whitney look to me? Oh,
gorgeous. And that freaking carriage from the movie. Beautiful.
Even Vaughn looked very royal.
What do you mean, even Vaughn?
Well, I mean, he wasn't wearing a gown or anything.
Well,
I mean,
that would be a little bit strange.
Okay, well, he's a football player. You don't expect them to be, like, regal.
All right, well, they were dancing a Viennese waltz to A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes.
Right, and I really thought he did a great job.
I thought, yeah, he looked really smooth.
Yeah, he really improved. And again, 32. What? No 9s?
I don't know. I thought that was fair. He's still got a ways to go. But I thought he was very improved.
So does Antonio.
All right. Well, we said what we thought about. We said what we thought already.
Ginger and Val up next with Beauty and the Beast Foxtrot.
Oh.
Bonjour.
My God. Everything about this was amazing.
Yeah.
She is the perfect Belle.
Value, she's a clone of Belle. The production value was fantastic.
I agree with Zendaya. It felt like we were watching like a Broadway production.
Yes. Yeah.
Amazing.
I wish there was more dancing though.
That's my only complaint.
Like just longer.
As much as I loved that introduction and as perfect as it was, it took away time that they could have been dancing together more. But it was everything.
Would love to see the show do something like, don't count the production in with the dance time and give us 90
Extra.
seconds of
Well,
dancing.
usually, as they get rid of people, the dances get longer.
Right.
So right now they're still at like a 90-second
I
time
know,
limit.
but so that could take away the judge's critique of, oh, there wasn't enough dancing in there. You've got to have 90 seconds of dancing, not just production
Well,
like
they can't have like
beating on
5
drums
minutes
and
of
whatnot.
of intro and then
I know,
you know
but
what I mean?
within reason. You know, say this has to have 90 seconds of dancing, and then you can't go over like 3 minutes for the whole thing.
That'd be a lot. What do you think this is? Bring It with a 9-minute stand battle thing? No.
Well,
I love
anyway,
Bring It.
Ginger and Val got it at 36,
It was
which
amazing.
was great.
I was a little surprised that she didn't get like a 10 or
10
something, like
in
a
there,
10 in
yeah.
there, because it was everything was great.
It was great. Wanye and Lindsay, Lion King Samba.
It was a Simba Samba.
Circle of Life, which
I
is
was
a
really
great
hoping
song.
Wanye was just gonna deadlift Lindsay up, but it didn't happen.
Oh my god.
But wow,
This was so fantastic. I absolutely loved this.
I did
There
too.
was samba rolls in there. There was jelly legs in there. I call them jelly legs. They're called what?
Baducadas.
Yeah. I would prefer jelly legs.
I like jelly legs too.
All right, so
Jelly legs drinks. I thought it was
35.
fantastic. I think, you know, maybe he was lacking a little bit in technique, but it was great.
yeah,
It was great.
I really enjoyed it. So
The intensity
final,
was really there too.
It
It was
was.
like, whoa.
I loved his
Whoa.
makeup. He was almost like goldy, like glistening.
Yeah, golden
I love
Mufasa.
that. Yeah. So Paige and Mark had the final performance of the night, and it was a Toy Story quick step.
I can't believe there's going to be a Toy Story 4.
I know. You've got a friend in me. This was
Quick
so much fun.
They freaking jumped out of the toy box, and they had all the soldiers there.
The freaking army men's costumes would just look, they looked amazing.
Magic.
Mark was right. The prop people,
Hair and makeup, everything.
the stage crew, the stage,
Costuming.
yeah, just amazing.
The whole team. Great job,
Great
guys.
All right, so
What'd you think of the dance?
I thought that was a really difficult dance, and her footwork was yes.
Yeah. The frame, I think,
Yeah,
could use some work, but just overall, amazing.
I thought it was great. So 36,
I thought that was
well
fair.
deserved.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who's in Jeps?
Well, 2 couples in Jeopardy this week. We have Marla and Tony, and Jody and Keo.
And I got so scared for Jody because last week she was also in the bottom. I don't know if this is true or not. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes they, throw a wrench into the works and they don't put the actual bottoms on.
Right.
But Marla was the bottom bitch this week.
Oh, why would you? Do you think I was gonna hit you?
Please don't hit me.
God, watch your mouth.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm sad to see her go.
I know.
I just don't think she had the fan base.
I really thought she brought a lot to the show because
did
I
too.
really
I liked her
loved-
energy.
I loved her Jenna Maroney energy. So
Listen
bye.
up, 5s, a 10 speaking.
Goodbye, Marla. We loved you. And Tony, as always.
Oh my God.
Tone Bones. We
love
had high
Tony.
hopes this season, but we'll
Yeah.
enjoy watching you with the crew.
Yeah, so next week is going to be the switch up. Lots of fun.
Let us know in the comments who you'd love to see partnered with who.
Mm-hmm.
And until next time,
Much love.
Edit.
Hey!